Is this possible? I mean, Nate recently published this video here. I invented a way to know your video will explode before you even publish. This is a bold claim, right? But I know Nate is not a clickbaiter, so let's have a look.
So here's the premise. By the end of watching this video, if you work through these steps correctly, then you will have certainty that the next video that you publish on your channel will do really well.
Sounds intriguing, right?
All right, let's do this. So the first thing you're going to need is a video idea.
All right, stage one, makes or breaks the success of a video, certainly.
Now, if you're having trouble coming up with video ideas, my current favorite ways to spark video ideas is bring up the VidIQ app. The very first idea, I'm boycotting YouTube as a content creator. I can't take it anymore.
This is a good one, right? By the way, he has a really good point here. I mean, we all have sometimes a day where we just don't have any video ideas. But I want to add that the video idea really makes or breaks the video. And there is a whole process. All of you who are Morningfame users actually know what I mean. It's what we do with this new tool here. It's really a strategic way to come up with something that later is able to trigger the algorithms. And of course, keep in mind, he is making it simple right now. It's better to have a video idea that you are stoked about rather than not having something at all. You know what? I just remember, actually, Nate has an online course in which a friend of mine told me that he is actually teaching the same technique that I just showed you with the Morningfame tool. I always wanted to buy his course. What the heck?
I'm inside the online course now, and they call this strategy drafting. This really takes your video ideas to a whole new level.
So you have your video idea. You've said, all right, this is the idea we're going to be working on. What's the next thing, Nate? Well, I'm going to use the example of the video I published recently, how the YouTube algorithm works in 2022.
This was a great one, right?
The first thing you got to do after you have your video idea is do what I call a pre-filter.
Okay, we're getting into the weeds of making sure that success is almost guaranteed.
Because what you're going to do in this pre-filter stage is answer the following questions. Does the idea fit my current content style? Because if it's not one that I am not at least a 7 out of 10 excited to do, then that's an immediate no-go for me.
This is actually very smart. He is using your intuition to know what your audience wants to watch. And you are used to create certain videos, and your audience in turn expects those videos. So you only should do it if you usually do such kinds of videos. It really is indirectly a safeguard to not do something very off topic that can't succeed with the audience you currently have.
You would be surprised how many issues you can solve if you just simply pre-filter the idea before you move on.
Yes.
Not to mention the amount of time you're going to save as well. So you've input your idea, you've pre-filtered it. What's the next stage? This is what I call up-leveling.
Okay, sounds like he wants to ensure that the video is a better one than the usual video you would produce.
I'm asking myself first, what would make this idea more original and fresh than what's already present on YouTube?
And that always, of course, gives the video a better chance to succeed. And it's interesting, right? All these steps are really designed to ensure more and more of the guarantee to success.
Now back to the example I gave of how the YouTube algorithm works in 2022. You see, what I was seeing was a lot of videos on YouTube explaining how the algorithm works for beginners with some fairly basic concepts that, while helpful, were still very basic, and almost every case was explained in the exact same way. So with this video idea, when I got to the up-leveling stage, I started asking myself those same questions that I already staged for you, and what I came out with was, what if there was a way to show the algorithm visually? What if I could do what has never been done before on YouTube? But at that point, you're not done at the up-leveling stage, because the next stage is what I call the escalate stage.
Okay, you can't stop with something basic. I get to understand, you know, the video title checks out at this point already. He really can give some level of guarantee. If you up level, you know, only can get something good out of it.
You're answering the following questions. How will the idea that we're developing thus far be delivered throughout the video duration to provide an escalation experience, so the video does not come across to my audience as flat? Rather, I start here, and by the end of the video, the viewer is at a higher place than they were before.
So what he's talking about is building the story in the video in a sense that people have to watch to the end. It's easier said than done, but they have to watch to the end. I mean, his video here, you want to know what the last step is, right? You can't stop watching without knowing the full process.
We are not done yet. No, we're taking it to the next level.
I mean, how can't you get success then, right?
Next stage is validating the idea.
Man, Nate is really the master, and you now have to watch the original video to really get a full understanding. So enjoy over there. Let him know I sent you. Cheers!